Hello everyone, the December review here, back again with a movie review. Today, we have the new film starring Megan Fox, Till Death. Minor spoilers ahead, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more.
Happy anniversary, Pumpkin. Things have been bad between us, and I'm sorry. I know one surprise isn't going to fix everything.
I love you with all of my heart. Till death do us part.
Till Death is one part thriller and one part game of survival, thrown in a pot and set to simmer. By the time the third act comes along, that thing is boiling over with suspense. Megan stars as Emma, a woman with major PTSD from an attack she survived years ago, and is married to a wealthy man named Mark. Unhappy in the relationship, the film opens up to Emma breaking off an affair that she is having, while it just so happens to be her wedding anniversary. That evening, she goes out for dinner with Mark, who then takes her to their lakeside getaway home. After a challenging, if not romantic evening where Mark vows to be a better husband, Emma wakes up the next morning with one arm handcuffed to Mark, who then proceeds to, well, expire. Turns out some bad people from Emma's past are on their way to the home, and she has one major thing holding her down. Till Death has a few great things going for it. First, I need to mention that for some of the predicaments we see here, you might need to check reality at the door. Suspension of disbelief will go a long way and be your best friend as far as a few of the things we as the audience might have done differently. If that sort of thing is no big deal, then Till Death is a fantastic thriller that tightens up its grip with each passing minute. The first act is the smart setup, taking its time introducing us to the unhappy couple. Everyone seems miserable, and while it's clear Mark is no good, his lakeside house planning seemingly exhibits his willingness to try to get back to basics and work things out. He's not someone to root for, even with these on-the-surface good intentions. And Emma comes off disgruntled as well, almost afraid of Mark. There is a slow burn during this time. Things are uneasy as we follow along for dinner. Emma gifts Mark 2 50-yard line tickets to the Super Bowl, and then he ends up leaving them as a tip unbeknownst to her. Now, Emma winds up with a necklace. It all feels very intimate yet cold. The winter backdrop helps fuel the uneasiness. There's a constant state of unpredictability with each sentence Mark speaks, and it's met with an eye roll of a response by Emma, who seems unamused yet cautious. Everyone's guard is way up here. The film could have continued down the shaky relationship path and kept things a lot less messy, and it would have probably been a good movie at that. But when the next day hits, oh boy, we go into another direction and the film doesn't take its foot off the gas, especially in its final act. I want to be vague about things here because the script is so intricate with its details, and it's all planned out that mentioning almost anything is too much if you haven't seen the film already. What I can say is that there are very few stones left uncovered. Emma ends up hiding from two people who are desperately looking for her, and her husband has meticulously planned a whole lot of roadblocks. It's all handcrafted with its details and cat and mouse game.
She could be miles away by now.
She's still in the house.
The psychology at work is intricate, playing off of Emma's worst nightmares, and with each situation, her instincts and confidence grows. Our two thugs are no match in the wits department, but they do have strength and numbers on their side. Plus, they aren't lugging around a body handcuffed to them. Megan Fox carries the film. She starts off reserved and uneasy, locked inside a marriage which is long past its good days, yet unable to end things. Her survival instincts take hold and she becomes much more outwardly focused through each passing moment. It's an extremely well done performance. I apologize for probably butchering this name, but Ian Mackin as Mark nails the ego-driven husband role. He manages to emit disdain almost effortlessly, but has a few glances of sincerity which muddles up the water for the audience. He also does a pretty good Jigsaw impersonation here. Callan Mulvey plays Bobby and Jack Roth is Jimmy, the two bad guys locked in sidestep with Emma. They start off as menacing but become a bit more aloof as things roll along. They take the brunt of some of Emma's setups, begging for some Home Alone comparisons. The film was directed by S.K. Dale, who did excellent work. The small cast and intimate setting gets used to its full advantage. There are plenty of claustrophobic situations, which were just shot very well and are filled with tension. There's a particular standout moment where we pan out of the room that we are in at the conclusion of the anniversary evening. The camera passed by the door frame as we pause, locked into the couple now just outside of our view. We hold this position as night turns into day, and we follow back into the room from which we came. It serves to split the film from its two halves, but is also just a really well done shot. Like I mentioned before, whether or not you buy into the premise, the script is very compact with its setups and payoffs. There isn't much left in the house which isn't looked at on screen as a way to help with whatever moment Emma finds herself in. These moments double back on themselves, revealing a much deeper puzzle than one would expect. Everyone's motivation is clearly established, and the nature in which the layers are pulled back is also very well done. Overall, Till Death is an excellent thriller. Megan Fox did an exceptional job as Emma, conveying her emotions through the ultimate evening of survival. The direction and script come together to deliver a very impactful and tension-filled story. The final act of the film was intense, like seriously intense. I was getting a bit twitchy watching it all play out. That all adds up to a film that I can highly recommend, and I give Till Death a very solid 4 out of 5 stars. Till Death is currently available to rent on all of the usual streaming channels.
I'm impressed you've made it this far. There's one final surprise.
If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and let me know your thoughts on Till Death in the comments section below.